Black girl magic. So Jojo, if anybody comes to the desk right now, tell them I'm talking black girl magic for a little bit.
Look, I'm about to
So
close the door to the office.
no, I think we're living in it's a few things have very visible things have happened in the past few months, which, as fathers here of black girls, it's just powerful, right? First, for Kamala Harris to be elected vice president, so they have that to look forward to. You have Joy Reid, black MSNBC anchor, becoming the first black woman to host a prime time news show every day. So you have, you see, so the perspective of that's there every day. You have another young lady, Tiffany Cross, that another black woman who's a show on MSNBC. MSNBC, they have a new president coming in January of 2021, also a black woman. One of the key scientists behind the research for the COVID vaccine is a black woman. You know what I mean? So, obviously we know black women have been shining in all kinds of different ways for a long time. But at this time, in these very visible roles, I think it is tremendously impactful. So, Jojo, talk to us about that black girl magic. What does this moment mean to you as the black woman representative on our program tonight?
So,
preach.
Stop it. As a Sagittarius, as a black woman, I feel the need for it. Long time coming. But it's funny because, in a way, can I curse? We've always ran shit. Okay, in a nutshell. Whether we want
to, we got kicked off CNN. All right, go.
Whatever. Whether we get recognition for it or not, because a lot of movies that I've watched or TV shows that talk about slavery say how the black women are the one that used to take care of both the homes they work for and their own homes, and raise white children for the slave masters, and change their diapers, even go as far as breastfeed them. I don't know how true that is, but okay, fine. But I mean, that just goes to show you, since the beginning of time, we've always had the power within us, whether we get the recognition or not, like I said, and we're finally being recognized. People are finally giving it a name, Black Girl Power. I mean, I love it. I embrace it. I pray that every parent of a black girl proudly instills that in them, as well as black boys growing up to be black men that marry these black women and support these black women, because they're going to have to know how to support these powerful black women and not take them as the enemy, or somebody they have to compete with, or somebody they can't measure up to, or what have you. Take away the stigma of that strong black women are difficult, have an attitude, need to know their place. No, I mean, it is what it is. We've earned it. I'm so proud of our Madam Vice President. I'm grateful for Joe Biden, actually, because just in general, on a whole, from what I've seen on TV, he's bringing a lot of color to the White House. Yep. He's bringing a lot of diversity to the White House. So let's just put that out there for a minute.
Yeah, but, it's real. Yep.
And then that's, again, still going to open doors for us, not just Madam Vice President, but all of these people of color who know what the struggle is like, who know what it's like to scream at the top of your lungs and feel like your voice is not being heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I try to carry myself that way. I don't settle for less, and I feel no woman should have to. We all deserve the best. And
it's magic.
It's magic, baby.
Preach, Jojo, preach.
It's magic.
Especially,
Yeah.
Talk about that
Yeah.
black girl magic.
You know, as the father of a black daughter, I am happy to see where, you know, the direction that black women are headed in terms of achieving more, you know, being more successful and having a brighter future. Because, you know, this country came a long way. You know, of course, in 1920 was the first time women could ever vote, right? It seems like it's a long time ago, but it really is not, right? So when you look at where we've come in 100 years, I can see where we could come, where we could go in another 50 years, right? Right now, 100 years later, we have a black vice president. That's a woman, right? Only after 100 years, right? The slaves would have told you, well, I'm sorry. The people held as slaves would have said that would not be possible. My grandfather would have said it would not be possible, right? Because it was difficult to see then. So now that we're at this point, we have to just be more and more positive in what we're thinking, try and get these black girls to push harder, you know, and farther than they could be. And hey, maybe in 10 years or so, we might have a black female president, right? You know, we never know what we can achieve. Never, right? Because even when I got here, I never thought, you know, listening to the comedians, I never thought we'd have anybody even half black get to the White House.
I couldn't see it either.
Right. And look what has happened. So, you know, I think we've always been, you know, limitless, especially as a race. We've always been limitless. So, you know, we have to accept our truth and make it happen. We can achieve anything. You know, one of the funniest thing I've ever heard my grandmother say, she's like, I guess, you know, you can truly be anything you really want in this country, you know. And it's funny to me. And I heard one comedian say, which I found funny too, when Barack Obama's mom told him he could be president, he actually believed
Nice.
that. So, you know, you can believe in yourself, move forward. That's how I see it.
Yeah, you know, so when we think about just over the past, you know, 20 years, you know, yes, we didn't, it was hard to envision seeing a black president. And, you know, then, you know, it took somebody, you know, who was just, you know, he had to be on the top of his game in every aspect.
Of course.
He had to be the very smartest. He had to be the most charismatic, the best speaker, the cleanest, you know, handsome, all that. You know, he had to have one wife, no ex-wife, and then, you know, just one wife. You have to have all of that. And then that was, besides the fact that, you know, I believe he was a great president, just that symbol of a black man married to a black woman in the White House with two young black girls, that we sat and saw that class for 8 years.
Yeah.
We can't quantify the importance of that. And then, you know, we took a, you know, step back with Trump, but now to have a black woman that, you know, for my daughter, when I can, you know, I look at her and, you know, say, here is a black woman. Her father is from Jamaica, just like your father is from Jamaica. Her parents are immigrants, just like your father is an immigrant. And she has climbed to this high position. I think it's very, you know, so now when I encourage her, you know, in every single thing she does, whether she's playing soccer or piano or, you know, she loves science, whatever. You know, and we, you know, me and Nikki both do this. you can do there is no limit. You can do every single thing you want to do.
Yes.
You know, write songs, whatever. And she loves writing and drawing and doing all these sorts of things. And so to have these powerful symbols of Black woman achievement on the highest level on our TVs every single day, you know, creating shows, you know, Shonda Rhimes and, you know, doing all these things. So no, these aren't just words that I'm speaking to you that you can be anything that you want to be. Here are people who have done it. I just think that's extremely powerful, you know. So, you know, it's coming off these past 4 years, which has been, you know, we've just all been in shock for 4 years straight. You know, I can see light at the end of the tunnel. I can see hope, right? I'm a person, I'm a glass half full type of person. It's been very difficult at times these past 4 years to see that full half of the glass. Now I can see it, you know, and it's not, and Georgia, you mentioned Joe Biden, you know, big him up. Yes, I think that we should big him up for one, for daring to select a woman, daring to select a Black woman as his running mate. Coming after Donald Trump and all his racism and all his misogyny, all that, but daring to make that selection and say, you know what, that is who will give me the best chance of winning. And he did that, so big him up for that. And after winning, now selecting the most diverse cabinet I have ever seen. Yeah. You know, more diverse than Obama picked. Because, you know, Obama had to kind of, you know, he's Black, but he couldn't go all in and be too Black, you know, and just pick a bag of Black people. He couldn't really do that. Yeah. You know, so, and that's, you know, by, you know, the Secretary of Defense, picking a Black man there, and all these different positions, putting Black people in all of these positions. So now you have that model of Black leadership, Black people in high places achieving big things. That's going to be powerful. So you're not just seeing them dunking basketballs and rapping and dancing. Now, that's fine. But to see that we can do all these other things and see that example in front of us every day is very powerful to our kids. So, you know, this is an important time in history. And, you know, it's our time. Well, as we started off with Latin, let's end on Latin. It's our time to shine. Free Latin.